Nobody's coming to save you. It doesn't matter how much oppression, how much negative feedback, how much you experience as a person, for lack of a better term, like you really need to have a not give a fuck mindset in order for you to be happy on this planet. And when I realized that at a very early age, that's when I really started doing things that I felt like aligned with me and what I wanted out of life versus trying to make people who will never come and save me if I need it happy. And that has always been a really big part of how I approach everything from my career to my content to my everyday life. Like once you start to deplete or take away from my life, like you could go because the direction I'm going in is really not made for two anyway.
Oh, I like that. Jonny, I can see you nodding because you've made a comment here in the past. You're like, I'm ready to go. Get the hell out of my way. And I'm getting the same impression that Tameka has that same attitude. John, when you hear Tameka talking, what are you leaning into and hearing?
Yeah, no, this is what most people need. Most people, unfortunately, most people spend their lives living on this path of trying not to, put it bluntly, people are so afraid of what other people are going to say or think about them. That is a huge controller of their path of life. And that's a guaranteed way for you to make sure that you are unhappy and unfulfilled. So when you realize very quickly, hey, this is who I am. And if you like me, there's a seat here right next to me and we can rock. And if you don't, that's fine. Dislike me over there.
Yes, yes. Marty, question for you. I'm going to throw the same question to Tameka. Not to throw shade, Marty, but some people argue that positivity, always focusing on positivity can actually minimize the real issues that we face around us. What do you say, Marty, to those critics? And Tameka, what do you say to those critics who feel like you're overlooking the negative in favor of this more marketable, fluffy approach? Marty, what are your thoughts on that? Marty?
Are you asking about ignoring negativity?
Yeah. So always focusing on the positivity and pretending that the world is living through rose-colored glasses and saying, oh no, this is how it always is. Yeah. Almost like the video we watched, Marty, which was real life, not covered in a perfect moment.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to look in the mirror. And I relate everything to fitness. If you literally look in the mirror, you don't like which people will sugarcoat it. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm thick. The dudes in my DM like it. And that's not a way to improve. You're never going to improve. You're never going to get better. You're never going to reach your goals with that mindset. So you got to keep it real. And just to be said, you got to give no Fs.